All right, let's get into it. Inez, what's up, mama? Pruning season. My title, do me a favor. I'm gonna do it like church for real. Write this in the chat. Let it go to let it grow. That sounds like church, right? Let it go to let it grow. Let it go to let it grow, right? I was talking on the IG a second ago. Oh, that's hot. Whenever we start talking about pruning season or pruning, we always think about letting people go. I got to cut this person out of my life. Pruning time to get rid of some people, right? In fact, when I did say pruning season, that's the first thing y'all thought about. Yes, yes, or no? Right? I wanted to start with the definition of pruning. The definition of pruning. I'm going to read it a few times as we just journey along right here. The definition, or my definition of pruning, that and other things. Cool. I'm going to let you name some of them other things in a minute, Kiki. The definition of pruning is the practice of involving a selective removal of certain parts of a plant, such as the branches, the buds, or the roots, right? Pruning season, right? Not really more of a gardener. Uh-oh, I missed it, Riri. Oh, you're not cutting people out. You're more of a gardener. I got it. All right. So pruning, the practice of involving the selective removal of certain parts of a plant, such as the branches, the buds, or the roots. Anybody ever pruned anything? An object, you ever prune on an object, right? I'll give you a good example, the one that you should be pruning on every day. You, whether it's the gym, you're trying to shed some pounds or take off something, shape, reform, right? It's just as crucial as daily watering. Facts, right? Should keep yourself groomed, pruning, right? You should be reading, cutting out stuff, pruning every day, right? I wrote this down in my notes. I said, if you try to hold on to it, it will probably die anyway and take you along with it. And I'm talking about the things we should prune. If you try whatever that thing is that you know, put the ... and or the blank space and insert your thing. If you try to hold on to it, it will probably continue to die and take you along with it. Talking about the things we should prune. You know, only you know the thing you should definitely prune. And my dreads is going in the back of my, right? Sometimes when we try to hold on to some things, we end up killing it anyway in order to let some things flourish in your life. There need to be some things we need to let go, right? Now, by a show of hands, we already said when you think of pruning, a lot of people think people, right? Kiki said that and other things. When we often think of those, we think of people. Kiki said that and other things. What are some other things? Are you willing to actually write them or turn on the mic and say, man, morning crew, I need to prune right here, and say what it is. It could be people. Let me give you some examples before you, in case we can't think of none and we don't want to say people. Stuck in your ways? Anybody stuck in their ways? Be honest. Show of hands. Who's stuck in their ways? Anybody insecure? Be honest. Only you know. What up, Curtis? Only you know. Insecure? Anybody lazy? Be honest. Only you know. Anybody diet ain't right? I'll give you a quick example that trip me out every time, right? Curtis said my diet ain't right, right? I'll give you a quick example. I started doing TV And one of my TV mentors said, Marcus, why do people get on camera right before they get on camera? They try to fix their shirt or suck it up, right? Hide it real quick, right? He said, man, you look like what you look like. So if the gut hanging, the gut hanging. You got the double chin, you got the double chin. You got the, well, you got to get like you got it, right? Right? So we stuck in our ways. We're insecure, we lazy. The diet, our attitude. Attitude, how about that? Right? Since we can't think of it, don't do lazy or question from Engine still got me thinking about lazy days. Wait. I'm sorry. You got to turn on the mic. I don't get it. I don't get it. Your beliefs. Your beliefs, you might have to prune on your beliefs. Guess what? We might have to prune some of the TV, the social media. And yes, the one everybody knows, people. Right? But a lot of times it ain't the people that need to be pruned, it's all the other stuff. So I want to take literally 30 seconds. If you're brave enough to actually write it. Somebody on IG put pride, prune the pride. Ooh, that might be a headline itself. All right, go ahead, call it out, call it out, call it out. Yep, pruning is necessary. What up, Joe? What up, Joe? Call it out, anybody? When we think of pruning, first thing we think of is people, but a lot of times it could be everything else. You just tuning in, I said this earlier. Pruning is the practice of involving selective removal of certain parts of a plant, such as the branches or the buds or the roots. And if you try to hold on to those things that definitely need to be removed, it's gonna probably still die and take you right down with it, right? Sometimes we try to hold on to some of those things, we end up killing it. And then I actually wrote, in order to flourish in life, we need to let certain things go. A lot of times we think people. So I wrote out a bunch of those examples in case we can't think of any for our life, right? Inez says social media has to unfriend some people. Yep. Sometimes social, man, show of hands. Anybody ever scroll the streets of Instagram? And everybody on there doing what you exactly want to do, and now you depressed for following them? Shit, you follow them for motivation. And you watch them and you get up, you end up being like, man, my life. Maybe it's just me. Maybe it's the people I follow, right? Anybody else?
Can you hear me, Marcus?
I got your mic on, bro. Go.
All right. So like that's the coolest thing about pruning. Like some people don't really know what pruning is. They think pruning is derooting, and it's not. It's exactly what you said. It's like trimming of the bad stuff. So with me, I would like, so the way that I serve in life, period, the way that I give, I kind of be freestyling, so it be everywhere and it end up hurting me. So I would prune the way that I give to other people because, yeah, so it can protect more of myself. Because right now, the way I sow into people, it's just like if you ask, I got it, you got it. From time to money to physical help to whatever it is, I never weigh out anything. It's just if it's available, I got it. So with me, I would prune, mean fine tune, mean trim off all the bad parts of the way that I sow or serve or live or walk. I can't really explain it, but like, yeah, that. Because I'm everywhere with it and it end up hurting me.
I can explain it for you, bro. And Two Crunk and I have been rocking together since I started Blessed Beats, right? He was one of the first artists. If you go back and look, he's one of the first artists that ever came on the show. Here's the problem. When I talk on the phone with Two Crunk, we end up talking to the battery die. We end up talking like an hour, like it'd be bad. Like, so we got to catch each other in motion, right? But he absolutely right, because like I remember when we did our first cipher you was just like, I'm there, right? And I've seen you show up to community events, you showing up to concerts, you just all over with it. And at the end of the day, it, like you said, it ended up hurting him because now people, I ain't gonna call it leech, but people bring you on the feature or whatever because they know people know your name. This, like to this day, I still ain't never seen another Christian hip hop artist outside of maybe Kanye or Lecrae at Lakewood. Crunk been there. Crunk been on stage at Lakewood. Like, sheesh, right? One time you saying probably more than once. I don't know. I just know one. Oh, the first artist. I feel. All right, so y'all, when we think of pruning, is not just people. Like I said, we might need to prune being stuck in our ways, right? We might need to prune the insecurity part of us. We might need to prune that lazy joint, right? I promise you, this one should be on your list. We need to prune the diet because we all on here adults, and there's some stuff we know we need to cut out of the diet. Like real talk, yeah. But that's gonna be the hard thing because I can say that to the cows come home, or you can watch it on YouTube or read it. You probably still ain't gonna cut it out. Hey, but that's you, right? But attitude for sure. Beliefs. I got something about beliefs, right? So I'm gonna say this, and I put this in my notes. Even if we feel like we're doing it right, even if we feel like what we're doing is on track, right? If it's wrong for everybody, like in your world, if you writing everybody else wrong, you might need to do some trimming somewhere. Because if you are right and everybody else sees it wrong and you just want them to see it right, you might need to prune it so that they can see it. You might be doing right the wrong way. I don't know, right? So even my people that be like, man, listen, man, I know I'm right on this one. Stick to your guns, but prune that joint so people can feel you, right? I oftentimes say this, man. I say this in interviews all the time, and I crush people when I say it. When people be like, man, matter of fact, have y'all ever said, man, that's just the way I am? Or, well, hey, where I'm from? Anybody? Show a hand, show a comments, mic open. Where I'm from? Well, man, that's just the way I am. I know I ain't the only one, right? Appreciate it, Cron. Man, I always come back with when people say that, I go, well, how is that working out? That's just the way you are. How is that working out, right? Because if it's working out and it's bringing you uber success, then why you ain't bringing people with you that way, right? If it ain't working out and you just accept that, bro, it's time to cut that. Real talk. That's just the way. Hey, where I'm from, we get down like this. Well, how is that working out? And for everybody else that's from where you at that's doing it, how it end up for them, right? I always say that, right? So I got to give y'all my scripture. Did I even write my scripture today? My scripture was John 15, 1 and 2 when I was doing my devotion. John 15, 1 and 2. Somebody could pull that up. I'll read it, but it's from the ESV. If Adrian decides to pull it up, I don't want your KJV. I don't even want it. I don't want it. You got the KJV, Kronk? What you got? NIV. Okay, cool. John 15, 1 says, I am the true vine, and my Father, God, is the vine dresser. Verse 2 says, every branch in me that does not bear fruit, he gonna take that joint away. I'm paraphrasing. And every branch that does bear fruit, he prunes, that it may bear more fruit, right? So even if you're doing it right, you might want to prune it so he can do it. I'm gonna use an Ebonics word. You can do it righter. Here's what's crazy. I said righter and y'all went right with me because y'all know it in me. We ain't gonna find it, but it's righter. And anybody been righter than you? I'm not more right. Anybody been righter? Anyway. So notice, y'all, if we keep what we're doing, if we keep it the way we are, and even if it's right for my people who are right, thank you, Adrian, we can really, for real life, miss out on the blessing. Even if you're doing it right and you're going the right way, if you ain't pruning, we can miss the blessing. Even if we doing, now we doing it wrong, we know it's time to prune. But even when we doing it right, Crunk, I'm gonna use you for example. You just, and I said it, man. You everywhere with it. Like you might show up to the person who got 2 people in the audience and help out. You'll show up to the servant. You doing it right. But if you don't prune that joint, you can miss out on what God got for you. Because you doing it, you still got to prune, right? God will use tests and trials, y'all, to shape the person he wants us to be. Right? We all know that. That's a good church saying, whatever. God, we going through trials, it's gonna make me stronger. We all say that kind of stuff, right? But the question today is, what parts of you causes you more harm? What parts of you causes you more harm, right? Is it the good you? Still can cause you harm, right? What parts of you are you continuing to feeding the beast, watering the beast? I think Riri used word watering daily, right? That you know ain't taking you where you need to go, right? Now, there is a such thing as the slow and steady joint, but you know good and well, all right, let me say it like this. It's time to get out of the kiddie pool, right? Let's just say for all of us that are doing it right, because it's easy to talk about what's wrong. We know, I ain't even got to bring up what we're doing wrong. We know it. You know it when you go walk in front of the mirror. This is what I'm doing wrong. Cool. We know we need to prune that. What about stuff we're doing right we need to prune? What about our kindergarten faith? Our kindergarten Christian, it's summertime. Y'all go to the swimming pool. They got the middle of the pool is usually where they dive and they're getting it popping. Then you got the banks where people can't swim to hang out. You know, you want to look cool with the pecs. When my boy Joe with the pecs out, right? I'm messing with you, Joe. I don't even know Joe had his shirt off at the beach. I just see Pastor Joe out here with his shirt off. That's all I know. That's all I know in my head. My head is right. But no. But then you got that kiddie end, right? When we gonna get out of the kiddie pool and go try something else? Matter of fact, let's not even use swimming pool. Thanksgiving. Y'all remember? No matter what, hey, we all the same right here. We all the same. Thanksgiving, where I'm from, well, we need to cut this out. You got 2 tables. Anybody? Matter of fact, let's go to church. Do I have a witness right now? You got the 2 tables. You got the family members that come over, and you got the younger folks, the kiddie folks, they go in there. Oh, the year I graduated from that kiddie room, it was I could watch the Cowboys lose in there with Uncle them. I can sit at the table, get the good food. Is it just me? Sorry, I just went off on that. Y'all laughing because you know it's that way. It's the same thing. Swimming pool, we got the kiddie pool. Thanksgiving, we got that little in the back room. You can't come in. That's when you go in the big room. They say, hey, stay out of grown folks' business. Y'all know it. See, y'all know it, right? So what parts of you are you continuing to water? Why are you still hanging out of the kiddie pool? What part of you need to go and grow or be cut? Is the question. You can answer it in the chat, in the mic, whatever, or you can answer it to yourself. That's part of my devotion this morning. I was just like, man, I feel like I'm doing it right, but what can I even cut from this right part, right? Riri said daily watering. What part can I cut even in my right to be more righter? It's funny because I'm gonna put this on YouTube and I know somebody's gonna jump in the comments and be like, how he a media personality, he using the word writer. Because you understand it. How do you write writer? Is it R-I-G-H-T-E-R? Writer? Thumbs up. It's crazy because y'all wouldn't even hit me with the spell check if I wrote that. I might make this the title. How to be more writer. You're talking about clickbait. Man, I'm gonna be more writer today. All right. When people say you changed, y'all, Curtis, Inez, Jazz, when people say you changed, Are they saying you change? Are they saying something better or worse? That's the question. Marcus, you changed, bruh. Did I change better or worse? Right? Yo, Marcus, you lost some weight. I guess that's better, unless I'm stressed. Right? Man, you done leveled up, bro. You changed. Or, yeah, it changed. You know what I'm saying? Better. Better. Inez, how you change better? Jazz, how it changed? How you change? It depends. Ask yourself that, right? What part?
Hello.
Go for it.
Oh, I put it depends because one thing I guess you could say when it come down to pruning, I've been pruning away certain people have access to me. Um, because I'm the type of person that, want to be there for everybody, encourage everybody, but then I also have to be mindful because sometimes people can drain you emotionally. And so some people can be like, oh, you think you better than me. And not saying that I just cut them off, period, but I still keep in contact with them, but I don't let them have as much access to where it start affecting me. So that's why I say it kind of depends in that situation. And then there's other people, that I've changed for the better.
I like it. I like it. Hey, y'all, the next time somebody say you think you better than us, answer back with, I think I'm better than what we was doing. So it ain't you, it's what we doing. I think I'm better than what we doing, right? Next time somebody say, man, you think you better than us? I think we better than what we doing, right? And so, or I think we could do better. They'll go, huh? Yeah, I ain't talking about you. I'm talking about what we doing. So if you doing that, yes, I'm better than that. What am I supposed to say? Or you hit them with the, let me stop, right? That's all I got, man. Mic's open. Let's talk about it. Pruning season. Some stuff that we need to cut out. What stuff you were willing to cut out today? What stuff you were willing to prune on today? Just today. Today I will, throw it in the chat. Use the microphone. Today I will. Let me tell you, I'll go first. Yo, I work out sometimes Monday through Thursday, sometimes Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday. And my back hurting, right? My back hurting. I ain't touched back since last week, so it's either I'm just getting old or somebody beat me up in my sleep. I don't know. My back killing me right now, right? I took 4 of them joints, right? This morning. Today is shoulder and back day. I'm still trying to go close on this house and stuff. I got a lot of stuff I gotta go do, but I usually, y'all know, 7:57 right now, 8:57 of you where Adrian is. I hit the gym in the morning about 8:15, 8:30, staying at about 10:30, right? Because I'm in there meditating. Plus my day is over at 10 o'clock, by the way. But I gotta cut that out today so that I can get all the other things, the house stuff, the taxes stuff, the planning the trip for the boys for the weekend. So I gotta cut out the gym today, right? So that's what I gotta cut out. That's what I'm pruning on today. Anybody pruning on something? I didn't go to the gym yesterday either. So now that lets you know I'm really pruning on something. So anybody else pruning? Who pruning? Who pruning? Who cut her out of their life? Who cut him out? Who gonna get out? Who gonna get out this Zoom and be like, Pastor Marcus said? Yeah.
Hey, just so you know, health is wealth, brother.
What you trying to say?
You need to prune something else.
I need to go to the gym with a hurt back.
30 minutes. If all you got is 20 minutes, go get that.
I like that. But my back hurting, bro. And then I gotta get these taxes done. So you're right, though. I might even just go walk on the treadmill. You're right. Because the faster or the harder I walk, it might shape something right. You preaching, brother. I'm cutting sugar intake out only for the day. All right, Jazz. Sugar, that mean bread, that mean pasta, that mean, they don't just mean the lemonade in the vending machine. That mean all sugar. Ask somebody about who got diabetes what sugar is. They ain't finna say nothing sweet. Catch yesterday's stuff. It's on there. Subscribe for me, y'all. Trying to grow this joint. Set the alert. Put it on your phone. 7:30. We'll have something. If you ever wanted to lead this joint, it ain't me. Just ask me. I'll give you a username, password. You can lead this joint. It ain't just me. I promise you, I'll give it to you. Joe, text me and let me know. Oh, thank you, Inez. I put it on YouTube real fast yesterday for your son. Yesterday, Inez. Yeah, Joe, let me know if you can do tomorrow. So, if not, this joint is 8 o'clock. I guarantee you this joint will be up by 9 o'clock. And your disclaimer is if you own this live, you own the YouTube. I'm not editing you out. Sorry. So you and your bonnets, hey, bonnet season. All right. Y'all take care.